where you have. Do the part where you have. And we're just going to do this now. I'm doing this backwards the way you normally do this. Usually we show the dodging and then we do the drills. We'll make you guys do the opposite. So again, first thing I want to, when we're doing this, trap in some of that natural instinct of like, well, okay, get my head the hell out of the way. And then we got to start refining it so we're not off balance and not doing all these things. So like I said, you can move backwards. So that's the first thing I want you guys to do. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to slow it down. We're not going crazy. All I'm going to do is this. You just go ahead and go with my dog. She's going to cut me in the head. And then see how tight you can make it, right? See how tight you can make it, okay? All right? Now, two things. One, this, again, is going to get you guys that measure and everything. Two, it's also going to get you used to that thing flying at your face, because it's a scary thing. 4 feet of steel, coming at you. It's, even with the mask on, it's scary. Now you notice though, when I went back, when I dodged, I'm dodging with the whole body. Whether I'm moving the feet or even if I just shift here. I don't want to lean back. Okay? One problem with that is if I go too far back, at some point I have to start taking a step because I'm losing my balance. The other part is very slowly. I go back and the cut still hits the torso because the torso didn't go anywhere. Right? My head's in measure. I lean the head out of the way. Body's still here. So I need to create an entire gap. This is also why a lot of times when you guys are doing this, you get hit in the arms. That's actually the closest target, right? You're like, oh, sweet. You leave that in. Oh, there. Don't bring that with you. So take your time. If you want to put your hands behind your back, that's fine. You just want to get used to. All right, let me see if I can read this. Nice. And Sarah's here is not like going, all right, like changing her range or trying to lean a little bit extra. Right? We could do that and make it a lot harder. All right? She's just being really consistent with her cut. Okay. And the reality is, if I sit here and film you guys cut, like if I said, all right, you're going to sit there and cut against Bob, go. Boom, boom, boom. You'll have a very consistent range. It's really hard to tweak that. When you're really cutting and trying to cut, it's hard. When you're playing these games, you can do all kinds of silly stuff. Yeah, you can post with the sword, which is your slid and slide up. Yeah. You can post with it, you can do all kinds of weird stuff with your feet and stuff. But the reality is, when you start swinging with intent, it's pretty damn consistent. All right? So grab your partner, let's do it. Do about 4 or 5, and then let your partner try 4 or 5 times. If you want to, whatever you need to do, and then start. Oh, when you're attacking, yeah, make it a proper cut, proper order. Good. I meant for the dodging. Slow down. So the first thing we're going to look at. There we go. Take a step. Take a step. Take a step. Take a step. You get a step. So you're here. They will find you for killing innocent bystanders. Wait, hold on. Let's move back. He's sure. Coconut.
Like 4 or 5, 20. That's a good solid hit. Yeah. So. Sure.
step. What I want you to do is you go back, I want you to load up this leg, this calf. So when I go back, I can immediately explode back in. If I step back and I load it so I can explode back in. If I come back, I'm bouncing off that foot and going back in. It's not good enough for me just to go, haha, that was awesome. Because they'll keep cutting. Okay? In fact, they'll probably cut even quicker than me. I need to be able to dodge and go. Okay? As far as the prize is concerned, I'm chasing after behind her. When she throws her cut, I'm chasing after. I mean, basically, it's essentially the same angle. Okay? But you can also think of this, you can think of it that way, as coming from the exact same angle that she's going, because it's the first way we're going to bend. The other way to also look at this is, I want to come in while she's still finishing. So my movement is kind of literally still moving in, chasing after her movement. I don't want to go here and go, and now go, because now she's ready to do that. Okay? And the way I got to do that is I got to make sure that when I dodge, I'm in a position, in a place where my body is ready to move back. If I just kind of go back with dead feet, going back in is not going to help, because it's going to go, and then there's a break in the momentum. But again, if I'm here and I come back, oh, now I can move in. Alright? I'm loading. I essentially do that every time I step. One calf is always, both calves are always loaded, ready to go with whatever I do. So I talk about, sometimes when I make you guys do footwork, if you do it right, if you do it the way I do it, your calves hurt. Alright?
You basically are always pushing outwards on both feet.
Essentially, it's kind of the same.
Okay, so that no matter which way you lift up, it automatically moves.
Yeah. I just don't do the heel to toe.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm always on the balls. I'm more like, what's his name? Aldi or whatever. Have you ever seen him? Yeah, so he was a, remember what time period was fencing. And he talked to old fencers and they'll tell you, oh, he was the greatest fencer in the world. He was amazing. And then you're like, well, what about his footwork? Oh, he had the worst footwork ever. Because he refused to do heel to toe. He actually fenced with his back heel up. And you see all these pictures, and then everybody's like, oh, he's a great fencer with terrible footwork. But what he was known for was how fast he moved. And it's like, because he was just on the balls of his heels all the time. In fact, he is the inspiration that Bruce Lee took from to start learning some of his footwork. So there, gives you an idea of, weird pedigree. All right, try a couple more, guys. Go. Load it up. Try it. Back in. Yeah, there you go. Actually, let's do it like this. If you can go here and you can touch it with your hand, you definitely would have touched it with your hand.
only teary now.
When you go back, so dodge and then touch your hand. That'll get you. There you go, that works too.
Yeah, that's gonna go with one step this way because so it's like, oh, I could really block you.
Yeah, you could. Alright, great. So let me give you guys one more option now. If you want to stick with that, stick with that. And here's the other option. More efficient way, but slightly more frightening way to dodge. Is when that cut's coming in now, I'm moving over here. Okay? Whether, it just depends on the depth of Johnson's attack, whether we're going to go back on a 45 or even straight on a 90 to my side. Okay? It's going to feel weird ducking under the cut that's coming at you. It's going to feel actually quite suicidal until you start realizing that the geometry is completely on your side. Alright? But what that does is that gets me behind the cut much quicker. And you can see where even if he ends with a point threatening right now, yeah, who cares? Because he knows this is coming. Alright? Right. If I dodge straight back and he's very good at just doing hanging cuts, there when I come in, I either have to take the blade or I have to go around the corner or something like that. This is going to allow me to not do that. Right? This also is going to allow me, if I want to, I'll steal from Messer for a moment, do single time. It's a 4th step. Just take the guy's arm. Okay? Real easy. Okay? So, if you want, step into where the cut is. Okay? Make sure again though, see my whole body's kind of leaving. It's not like